text message. I'm not gonna read it right now. Maybe I should. Some of the people that, I don't know if it blanked off or what, but yeah, it's Friday. I don't know, y'all. I'm excited for the weekend, but also don't have any plans for this weekend. And that's what's got me on, like, I gotta make sure that I have plans before it's Friday. Because if I don't, I'll be walking around the house in circles. Literally. No, not literally. Okay, I can see now. It's a brand new day. Rise and shine. Give God the glory. That's it. Thank God for Friday. TGIF. 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 Y'all, I'm leaving the house a little bit later. Let me see what my ETA is for the workhouse, y'all. I got 54 more minutes to get there. I'll be back over in the right lane. Okay. GPS got me arriving with an ETA of 7:57, and I'm not going to complain about that because I definitely hemmed and hawed this morning a little bit too long. Then Baylor, he drank too much water, ate too much food or something, and spit up in the bathroom. So I had to get that up. So do I have an excuse for being late? Like, my kid got sick. Can I use that excuse? Only it's my dog got sick. Let me turn y'all around so you can see where we're going this morning. We're on the highway. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining Sugar Honey Iced Tea. This is the morning drive. It's a commute. I have to drive about an hour and 6 minutes. Exactly an hour and 6 minutes on the highway every morning. Thank you for joining the carpool. I appreciate you. That's right. Come on in. Thanks for riding with me. It is 7:05 here at Central Standard Time. I don't know where you are in the world. If you're anywhere else other than the United States, please, please, please comment. Tell me where you are. If you are in the United States, also tell me where you are. You know, I'm in Mississippi this morning, headed south on my way to work. What are you doing? It's a beautiful sunny day on the East Coast. I told a friend of mine about going to the East Coast. It may be a good ride to go to the East Coast. And yeah, but maybe not. I don't know. We're going south right now. We got one more 8-hour shift to complete before the weekend. And I need some ideas, y'all. Tell me what I need to do for the weekend. I think there's some type of blues festival going on in Oxford. I'm not sure, but I don't know if I want to drive all the way to Oxford on a day that I don't have to drive to Oxford. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, if you're dropping in, if you're bopping in, thanks for riding to work with me. Please do like before you leave. Thumbs up. Like before you leave. That really helps out my channel. I appreciate you. One like helps push me out to the universe, the YouTube universe. Just a little bit more every time. So yeah, this is the Friday drive. Ooh, we made it. Ooh, GPS says police ahead. Let me see what's going on. Y'all see them 2 trucks up there? No, they don't need to be driving side by side. I need everybody in a single file line. Well, I've had my breakfast. This week I did some meal prep on Sunday, and I did the little bagel minis. No, they're like sandwich mini rounds. I got from Aldi's. They're wheat and they were gross. Let's just put it like that. Not my favorite. They might be somebody else's favorite. Maybe I needed to toast them and put like some butter on it or something. They tasted a mess. So this morning I took the egg and cheese and I had spinach on it and I had some pieces of cut sliced ham, sandwich meat. And I took that out of the little sandwich rounds that I bought. They were supposed to be diet anyway. Anything that's diet does not taste good. I don't want to be like eating extra calories. Well, what is it? I guess the things that are not made for diet, they try to substitute things so that you have at least a hearty, you feel full, but you don't have as many calories. But those little sandwich round things, they're nasty. Just disgusting. And I feel like I wasted the rest of my ingredients. So yeah, I tossed those this morning and I had some English muffins. And so I just toasted an English muffin and then put the filling from the other sandwich in the new container in the English muffin, and then I just wrapped that up, brought it with me. So that's why the live is just a little bit late this morning. I finished eating that. And vitamins, a little brekkie, and some water, and I'm good to go. Although in the middle of my sandwich, I realized my intention was to eat that banana. So I got a banana from the cafeteria yesterday, and I was like, you know what, I'll eat that later. And I had every intention of eating it for breakfast this morning. So a side note, another story is that I was in the cafeteria a couple of days ago, and I saw these guys picking up like 2-3 fruits on their way out. And I was like, you know what? That's the lick right there. I would snap to myself like, you know what? That's the lick. Because you can get a banana, you can get an orange, you can get an apple, and just toss it in your bag. You can eat that in the office later. You can eat that wherever you're on the go. And that's like a little snack. So every day when I go in there, I'm like, let me get one fruit. So day before yesterday, I got an orange. That orange was so delicious, y'all. It's like somebody had freshly squeezed juice in its own container, which is pretty much where orange juice comes from. But so the day before I got the orange, then yesterday I got the banana, but I haven't eaten the banana. I feel bad I don't want to waste it. If I'm going to take something extra, I definitely don't want to waste it, you know. So if I get to the point where I need a snack today, then I'm going to try to eat that banana. Yeah, bananas to me in the middle of the day is kind of like watching cartoons at night. I have some weird icks. So tell me what your ick is in the chat or in the comments. My icks are watching cartoons when the sun has gone down. I don't know why. It just seemed really icky. It just seemed really weird. I guess because I was raised back in the good old days. We watched cartoons on Saturday morning, and that was the official time for anything that was animated. You couldn't find a cartoon of any sort at night. Well, I take that back. Sometimes the Peanuts would have like a special Thanksgiving or special Halloween, but typically you would not have a cartoon at night. And then when you think about it, when they played those special Peanuts, like the Snoopy and Charlie Brown cartoons, or the special Christmas cartoons, they had them on early. They would play them like during the time that they felt like kids would be watching TV. So it would be like the 7 o'clock time slot before bed. So it was still kind of like light outside, depending on the time of year. So yeah, for the most part, I got a little trailer. I think that's one of them U-Haul thingies too, where you are new to the channel, let me tell you this. I am obsessed with all things RV, recreational vehicle. If you're towing or pulling anything with your truck, your dually, your SUV, then I'm obsessed with it. Also, am very intrigued by Super C RVs. Those are the motor coaches that are like a little bit smaller, but the Super C, I take that back. The Super C is the RV, recreational vehicle, that is built on usually a Ford truck chassis, something like that, like a truck, a regular truck chassis. But sometimes you have the ones that are on a larger, like a 16 rig semi-truck chassis, which are, fantastic. All of those things. So if you join the channel, you're going to hear a little bit of that chat here and there, sprinkle here and there, especially until we get the rig. And when I say we, all of us, because you're going on adventures with me. If you look at the link, usually I'll put a link in there so that you can see more about the rig that I want to buy and all of that. It's in the description. Just click on that later. You'll get all the details. But yeah, eventually get to go on the journey with me. So look forward to that. Come back and ride with me again. Y'all, I had a dream last night. I definitely wanted to tell you about my dream. Last night, when I got home and I decided, I'm going to watch a little regular TV. And that's something that I hardly ever do. I'm usually watching anything, all things YouTube. I follow a certain subset of people on YouTube. And every day, especially the ones that upload on a regular basis, I just watch the people that I follow on YouTube until it's time for me to turn the TV off and go to bed. So yesterday I decided, I have all these other channels. Let me watch some live TV. So I clicked through the choices and came across BET. I was like, let me see what's going on BET. Y'all, I kid y'all not, I watched 15, 20 minutes of commercials before the show even came on to let me know what type of show I was watching. And so, I don't even remember. Oh, I remember. It was Purple Rain. And let me tell y'all what I saw, and it was literally the last 20 minutes of Purple Rain, separated by two 15-minute each commercial breaks. It was crazy, y'all. But because I love the movie so much, I endured the foolishness to watch one of the greatest rock and roll movies of all times. If you don't believe that to your heart, you can fight me. I don't, put in the comments, you don't believe Purple Rain is the best rock and roll movie of all time. And we could schedule a date to fight. Fist fight. But I got all the feels. This was the end of the movie where Prince they were in the green room. Mars Day in the Time was the first scene that I saw. And they were on stage, and to my remembrance, they were in some type of band competition. Who could be the headliner of the club? And I'm trying to remember the name of the club. I know it's at the tip of my tongue. It's in Minnesota, the Purple Rain. What's the name of the... Anyway, if you remember the name of the club, it's the Purple Rain. Please put that in the comments. I got to know. But I can't Google it right now. So the first scene that I saw was March Day in the Time. They were up on the stage doing the bird. All the memories coming back. Oh my gosh. And I'm thinking to myself, those TikTok dances are not that bad, because we were literally moving side to side, flapping our arms up and down rhythmically to an R&B beat. That's what we did. So TikTok, I'm never gonna talk bad or think bad about the TikTok dances, because we were totally doing flapping our arms up and down rhythmically, looking weird. And y'all, Mars and Jerome and all the dudes in the band, they look so young, y'all. Why do people in the band look like they were young? I was like, oh my god, what were they, 20? I don't even remember how old everybody was in that movie, but it was amazing. It was beautiful. But yeah, we saw Mars Day in the Time. Then of course the Revolution, they were back at the back brooding because they didn't know how they were going to win the competition. But after a short commercial break, which was long as a mug, then the Revolution gets to go up on stage. And then that's where Prince decides that, or the kid, I think he said it was the kid in the movie, he decides that he's going to play the song that the girls wrote. And then they look around like, oh, the song we wrote? And I was like, yeah, I remember they did a spinoff and they were, musicians for a while. They were hot in the charts for a while. I'm sure they wrote many, many songs after that throughout their career. But I can't even remember the girls' names. But the girls from the band, they wrote a song, which was Purple Rain. So the movie says. And so he gets up on the stage and he starts talking about, he starts thinking about his dad because Mars had made this really cruel comment, this real cruel joke when they passed by them in the green room. He's like, how's the family? Knowing that his dad had just committed did the thing. So yeah, they got on stage, they rocked the house, tore the house down. Everybody was crying and swaying and holding their hands in the air. And it was beautiful. And I kind of fell asleep on that a little bit. But then I remember him, Prince, or the kid, walking out to his motorcycle because he thought he had lost the competition or whatever, but he heard the crowd cheering, so he runs back in, and then I don't know, I fell asleep after that. So I don't know, to my memory I think he played another song, but I just don't remember because I fell asleep. So then I woke up a little bit later on, and then I decided to change the channel, and I realized that there was not only is there a BET, y'all, but there's this thing called BET Her, or She, or whatever it was. It's I guess a BET version for ladies. And so I clicked on that. What was the show that was on there? I don't recall, but I fell asleep again. But I do remember that there was a commercial about the upcoming BET Awards. So this is where the story gets to my dream. So I fell asleep on that. I don't remember turning the TV off. I don't. No, I remember. I woke up in the middle of the night, had to go to the bathroom, turn the TV off. But this closer to me about time to wake up, I started dreaming about going to the BET Awards, y'all, and getting to talk to Jamie Foxx. So if you watch TV and if you ever click on BET, there is this commercial where Kevin Hart calls Keke Palmer, and he's like, you gotta come to the BET Awards. She's like, who all gonna be there? And she said, is Jamie Foxx gonna be there? Is Jamie gonna be there? And so that's a part of the commercial, and I literally saw the commercial twice. So for me to fall asleep, wake up, and then fall asleep again and dream that I went to the BET Awards and got a chance to talk to Jamie Foxx. So yeah, there was some other stuff in there too that I felt like was kind of significant to who I am. But yeah, okay, so the other part of the dream was that we were all standing in line, like a buffet line. And I was like, y'all, I'm gonna take some pictures I'm gonna take pictures of the background stuff, because there's like a lot of Instagram like selfie stations. You know, when you go to those types of events, they'll have like stanchions and pop-ups, big letters and things that you can take pictures with. So I was going to do that, and I had my my gimbal in my hand, because I took it out of my purse, and for some reason I decided I'm just going to get in line, because there's so many people. I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many people. Let me go ahead and just make my plate, and then I'll take the pictures. So y'all, by the time I got my plate together, all of the pop-up stuff and all of the Instagram like selfie station decorations had all been cleared away. They had already put everything up. They were packing up, and the production crew was getting on a bus, and they were going somewhere else to eat. It was crazy. It was the craziest dream. So I feel like my dream was trying to tell me something, like don't be standing in line to get something because everybody's standing in line. Go ahead and like pursue your dreams. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the dream was kind of trying to tell me, or trying to show me the pitfalls of trying to get like a sure thing versus like just go ahead and take the pictures. Do the fun thing. Do the thing that brings you joy. Because the sustenance or the food or the thing that you feel like is going to be there, like to feed you, it'll be there. The food, I don't remember the food being cleared away, although I didn't see it again in that dream. But I did notice that all the things that I wanted to take a picture of, all those things were gone. And I didn't have that opportunity. Like once that opportunity was gone, that was gone. So I feel like the dream was kind of significant in that aspect. So if you're doing anything, you want to, I don't know, take the picture or whatever the pictures represent. Because sometimes things that are seen one way, they really represent something like greater or deeper. So I'm trying to work it out in my head, like trying to interpret my own dream. If when you're watching this or you're listening to the replay, if you can kind of think, what would it mean taking pictures or honestly videos? Those are part of my interest too. So I have like over 20,000 photos on Google Photos. I've got so many pictures in Google Photos Drive that I have to pay like the $5 a month or the $3 a month thing to have extra storage. And I'm really trying to figure out how I can like download my photos so I don't have to pay for this extra storage, because I'm not the one paying like money to Google just to keep my photos. And then, you know, one day maybe they're not even there anymore. So I really would like to download them and maybe put them on portable storage so that at least I have a copy, especially the older ones. I have photos like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. This car is kind of going slow. Should I pass him, y'all? Yeah, let's go. Let's go for it. Let's do this. All right, if you're into seeing more car tricks, daredevil tricks like that, please like and subscribe. Like that was a big deal. Okay, but yeah, sometimes I feel like things that are in my dreams have a deeper meaning, and I'm always interested in. Sometimes I'll Google it, sometimes I'll ChatGPT it, or you know, whatever. If you feel like something that you think of or imagine or dream might have a deeper significance, cross-reference it with somebody else who is a dream interpreter. That's what I say. So there's other websites and other people who do that on a regular basis. There's people in the Bible who interpreted dreams. So I'm not thinking that that's out of the ordinary or not advisable. There are literally people across times that have been dream interpreters. So I definitely believe that there are deep meanings to everything that we dream, whether we're asleep or we're awake. There are deeper meanings. So I encourage anyone to, look into that. What is your subconscious what is your subconscious trying to convey to you? Or I don't know if it comes from a subconscious or some other existence around. But I don't want to get too woo-woo, scary, or deep, because that's not what this is about. This is a Friday carpool drive, and I'm doing all the talking. Look, if you have any comments or anything, or you got questions, put them in the chat. Let me know. Let me hear from you. Definitely let me know where you're from. I am always interested to know, like, where are you watching from? If you're getting ready for work or school yourself, or you're just kind of bopping through. If you're bopping through, please like before you leave. I understand everybody's got things to do. Here we go, passing the Wall Doxy State Park sign. Every time I see that sign, I think I've got to go in there. But on my way home, I'm like, man, I don't want to go in there right now. But I have looked there, the park up on the website. The state park is something that would have a very low fee to stay the night. Like if you have an RV, or if you're going to tent camp or car camp, the state parks typically will not have as much of a cost associated versus an RV park or an RV resort. So I've definitely done a little bit of research, but my second layer of research is just stop by there. Today being Friday, maybe I'll leave the office a little early. I don't know. I don't know what the temperature in the office is going to be. Air quote. I like to gauge the temperature. Like, what is the vibe? What's the vibe check? If the vibe check is, I can go home early, 15, 20 minutes, then that's the vibe. But if that's not the vibe, I'm sitting still. That's going to be a book I write. Learn how to test the vibe. Wait a minute. I got to get the title of it. But vibe check is definitely going to be in the title somewhere. Can y'all see this highway? It's a beautiful, hazy morning. It is 7:31 a.m. Central Standard Time if you're on the East Coast. I really would love to go and see my daughter. It would be so much fun to go and see Jen in Chattanooga. My baby girl. Her birthday was last weekend, y'all. She's a grown-y. So she could definitely come home and see her folks. But I also like to go there with her. I got some cousins there. I like to go and hang out with them. They are super, super fun, y'all. Lots of fun to go and just talk and laugh and kiki. I mean, their life just seems so unserious. Or maybe it's just that when you get together with family, things aren't as serious as they seem anyway. So we always have a good time to laugh and talk with the cousins up in Chattanooga. And I miss them, and I definitely put that on the calendar. Love to go and just laugh and talk. Yeah, I've got an ETA of, it still says 7:57, so I haven't really shaved any minutes off. And the traffic is super clear, y'all. I believe that there are more people taking off work or not working in the office on Fridays. I think that's what it is, y'all, because the traffic is super light. lined up in front of me. But I only see that there's this one right in front of me, and there may be 4 or 5 further down the road. This is as close as I really want to get to this car. Let me slow down. Let me back up off of them. Yeah, back up a little bit. Very good. Very mindful. Very cutesy. Keeping our distance. Yeah. But that dream definitely was, it wasn't earth-shaking. It didn't wake me in a cold sweat or anything. But it was like right as I was waking up, I realized that there was some of the things that I was watching on TV, but then there was other things that were significant to who I am and the things that I like to do, or the things that I've been doing that really resonated in that dream, that was really apparent in the dream. And so something else, I woke up and I wrote down, and I don't even remember what it was now. So it's always good to write things down. Y'all, write the stuff down. It was something where I was like, I always think about I want to make a journal, or I want to make a book. I want to write some things. Oh, it was a dissertation topic. Crazy. So people have been talking to me about, hey, go ahead and get another degree. You got this is your benefit. That has been the conversation, a topic. Among me and some folks for the last couple of days. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me is kind of like, and the other part of me is like, ooh, yummy. You know, there is a section, like in the deep recessions of my, like, have you ever seen that movie where they got all those little glass beads? It's a cartoon movie, and they got hope and joy and anger and fear, and they're all these little glass beads. And what is it? I don't know the name of the movie, but it's a Disney movie, y'all. And the girl is dealing with all these emotions, but they're physically like these glowing, colorful orbs. I feel like in my glowing, colorful orb that might be orange, it's saying yummy to the idea of enrolling in another degree program. Like there is another orb in there, but yeah, there's another orb, not as big, but kind of. It's like a medium-sized orb that's kind of like, I don't know about all that. Like, who wants to enroll and be stressed out about writing papers, let alone a dissertation? It's like, what, 20, 40 pages? Who knows how long that would be? I've got some feels about that, but I also have some feels that would be the yummiest thing to do. Go and listen and talk and theorize and postulate with other people, and then write about it, because I got a lot of words in me. And I'm realizing that too. I'm realizing that there are a lot of words. I write things, like I wrote a recap to a meeting that I had with a student, and I wrote the letter yesterday evening, or the email, and I told her at the meeting, I said, I'm gonna write you a follow-up. I'm gonna bullet point some of the things we talked about, but it's the end of the day, so I'm probably gonna hem and haw this letter for a while, and then I'm not gonna hit submit until tomorrow morning. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, y'all. I get all the way to the end, and I was like, nope, I got one more thing that I want to add. I want to look it up, find the link to a certain thing, and then I'm going to send it off and hit submit. So I'm realizing, based on this job, that I've got a lot of words in me. Like, my words aren't necessarily vocal, but I have a whole lot of words that are written. And don't let me get started with AI. because I will write things all haphazard. Like, this is what I want to say, and then I'll edit it, and then I'll drop it in the AI in the chat GPT and say, listen, I know this might be a little disjointed. Can you smooth this out? Can you polish this up? And it literally will take just a couple of things and rearrange or subject verb agreement it up. And it's like, here you go. So I'm like, okay, my words are strong, and the tool that I'm using to get it all together is learning the way that I communicate. And I think that that combination is definitely a good mix to go back to school. You know, not to say that leaning on any type of tool is ideal. It is, and that, so that's really what the dissertation project topic was about. It is the interaction of AI tools with students, or something like that. I wrote something like that down because I'm really interested in how the best practices and the best use of that can help enhance the outcomes of students. I really am. And I'm just talking about this, and I'm just talking, didn't realize that the stream had ended. But yeah, I am. It started over? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've got to get my thoughts and things together. I'm definitely going to investigate more into the dream that I had, as well as the thought that I wrote down as far as the dissertation topic. But I'm gonna end the stream here. We're gonna I'm getting really close to where to the city and the traffic. So I'm going to bid everybody a wonderful Friday. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine. Get outside and get you some sunshine. Get out to the point where you sweat. Go start sweating, and then